A very good evening to you all and welcome to this first edition of News Tonight here on UBC TV. It is Thursday, the 17th day of February 2022. First though, let's have a look at our top stories.
Brought to you by
How to get points. Just use MTN to make calls, send SMS, load airtime, buy bundles, or pay for MTN subscription services.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Tororo District Service Commission to recruit parish chiefs. Uganda Coffee Development Authority withdraws membership from the International Coffee Organization. Parliament pays tribute to the late Father Simon Lokodo. And in sports, Uganda Chess Federation President anticipates tightly contested Uganda Open. Hello there and welcome once again. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Elizabeth Nakakoni is on sign language and I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. The Prime Minister Robina Nabanja has directed the District Service Commission of Tororo District to recruit parish chiefs in Busia District ahead of the launch and full-scale implementation of the government-led parish development model on February 26th this year. Nabanja's directive followed a revelation that Busia District local government failed to recruit parish chiefs a few days to the launch of the parish development model by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Our reporter Philip Agota gives us more.
The Prime Minister Robina Nabanja, in company of several ministers this Thursday, was in Busia District to popularize the new development government-led initiative codenamed Parish Development Model. To her surprise, the Prime Minister was shocked to learn that out of the 63 parishes in Busia, over 20 have no parish chiefs who are supposed to be the overall supervisors of the parish development model.
Why don't you have parish chiefs?
Thank
you. What happened?
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister. In Busia, we have 63 parishes. Out of 63 parishes, 28 parishes do not have parish chiefs.
Why? Who sent the money?
The recruitment exercise started, the advert was made, and when recruitment was going to take place, the term of the District Service Commission expired.
Following this pronouncement, the Premier ordered for the District Service Commission of the neighboring Tororo District to be hired and do the recruitment of parish chiefs in Busia District.
And do the exercise. Minister of Local Government, you know the procedure. Get the Service Commission from Tororo to come here and do the exercise. It is provided for in the law.
Busia district leaders were also directed by Premier to facilitate the formation of circles to enable the public to access government money for borrowing.
Katinga abiri mukaga okimanyi tugenda teka sente ku circles. Kakati bano baba tebayina eyolosi Busia ejja kusigalira. Era yensonga twagambe katandikire Busia ku original ngabo mumanyi ntize nabeeranga wano. Kakati ekirala esaawa zino
Parish Development Model is a new government program that aims at raising household income among the ordinary citizens. Under the Parish Development Model concept, money will be sent directly to the beneficiaries to plan for it at the parish level.
We are making sure that all the 7 pillars of the parish model are up and running. 7 pillars ezo bajja zibagamba abakugu we bali awo oba ze ziriwa. And this approach is not just about giving money. No. Although we are actually going to give money, it is about empowering households. We are now talking about household income. Tetukikolangako mulundi mulala. Ate leero luno mwafunye ono official woman. Tugenda kutuuka ne mu maka tewali kusaaga. Kisanja hakuna mchezo. Tujja n'obatukako mu maka tulabe wafunye milioni emu eya sente ozikozesezza ki.
Every parish will receive 100 million shillings starting from next financial year. The official launch is slated for Saturday, 26 February 2022 by President Museveni in the Bukedde sub-region district of Chibuku. Philip Aguta, UBC News in Busia.
Your people, Busia, love you and appreciate what we are doing.
The Parliamentary Forum on Road Safety wants Uganda Police to leverage installed security cameras to track responsible road users. Legislators received a report from the Makerere School of Public Health which recommends safe, inclusive roads for all road users, as we hear in this story.
In the year 2016, Uganda committed to reduce the rate of road accidents. By the year 2020, and according to a report by the Makerere University School of Public Health, this is not yet attained.
These charters, for example, the African Road Safety Charter, the UN Road Safety Conventions, help to guide the country because they have recommendations. This is how the road signs should be. This is what the road design should be. Now, when you're not a signatory to the charters, it means you're making your design, but away from what is acceptable globally or regionally as Africa.
Partial and poor road designs cannot support the carnages of the day. The Ministry of Works is advised to adopt modern road designs to meet the current usage demand.
Still seeing new roads that are being constructed in areas where we see heavy pedestrian presence, and yet those roads still do not cater for pedestrians. There are either no crossing points for pedestrians,
which can accommodate pedestrians, can accommodate cyclists, can accommodate vehicles and other road users.
Legislators of the Parliamentary Forum for Road Safety want police to reinforce their traffic operations by making use of installed cameras on highways.
Is that government put in place cameras on streets and highways. And we have spent money on this. And the purpose was not only to deal with the crime and terrorism, but one of them was enforcement of traffic rules and regulations.
Those cameras are not for road traffic enforcement. What is there is apparently for security reason, security based.
Members of Parliament supported the recommendation of amending the Road Safety Act of 2020 to include instant fines and proper traffic monitoring to check on behaviors of road users.
For example, in our act, the local communities are not given the authorization to modify speed limits according to the activities that are happening around.
If we can have the measures that can monitor whoever makes a mistake and then they charge accordingly, I know we Ugandans, we fear fines very much.
When someone knows they are now right there in the corner, they are going to come speeding, but as they reach the corner, they will reduce, as opposed to if there were cameras around, you know.
The current road design in Uganda can hardly accommodate all road users, including pedestrians, cyclists, and vehicles. Nwasasra Isabella, Abdul Nasir Rubamu, UBC News.
Road safety being emphasized there. Now, Uganda Coffee Development Authority has withdrawn its membership from the International Coffee Organization for 2 years until their interests in the International Coffee Agreement have been addressed. While addressing the press at the media center here in Kampala, the Managing Director, Uganda Coffee Development Authority, Emmanuel Yamureme, said they are going to channel money for subscription to address value addition.
Uganda exported 6.1 million 60-kilogram bags of coffee by close to 2021, all valued at $559 million. This is an increase from past years, where it used to export 3.6 million bags. The country now has a target of exporting 20 million bags. Uganda Coffee Development Authority has decried operations of the International Coffee Organization, which they say only allow them to export raw or green coffee.
That Uganda only exports raw coffee, not processed or value-added coffee. This is very unfair because value-added coffee fetches almost 5 times the price. So they want to keep us earning, say something like $4 when you can earn $20 per kilo.
The authority has refuted allegations on social media that it has pulled out and no longer participates in the activities of the International Coffee Organization, saying they have only given ICO 2 years to address their interests in the new coffee agreement being drafted.
Tariffs to coffee processed and exported by Uganda. Belgium is another. All of these countries don't produce coffee. But when you export green beans, there are no tariffs. When you add value, there are tariffs.
This means they will stop using ICO certificates to export coffee.
But since we are not going, ICO has declared that they don't recognize us to use their certificate, we are going to be using the certificate of origin of Uganda.
They say 80% of the money they pay for subscription caters for salaries of ICO staff, and it is only 20% that is used to serve them. Uganda Coffee Development Authority, which joined ICO in 1963, also wants classification of coffee to be done as per the country of origin, like Robusta for Uganda and Arabica for Ethiopia. I'm Nafka Farida in Kampala.
The Director of Mobilization at the NRM Secretariat, Rosemary Seninde, has officiated at a reconciliation meeting to iron out political differences among NRM members in Entebbe municipality. Ms. Seninde says the misunderstandings led to the loss of key positions of leadership in Wakiso district to rival National Unity Platform Party of Robert Kyagulanyi in the 2021 general election. A mistake she says should not be repeated in 2026. Take a watch.
The reconciliation meeting coincided with an induction of NRM members in Entebbe municipality, where the Director Mobilization at the NRM Secretariat, Rosemary Seninde, used the opportunity and advised NRM members to put their political grievances behind and focus on the bigger picture of reclaiming the lost political leadership positions to the opposition.
Y'abantu bategeevu, y'abantu babuvunaanyizibwa, y'abantu abayivu, y'abantu abatalyankwe. Kaakati mbadde mbasaba ekyo tukiddemu, tukyongere okiraga nti ffe bwe tutyo bwe tuli guli oba gwali muyaga naye omuyaga gutuuka ekiseera ne gukka.
Seninde preached unity and reconciliation as key factors of development and driving the country forward, with much emphasis of embracing government programs. She says the NRM Secretariat has now focused on inducting and training cadres, the plight of the NRM party.
Programs on the president that related, I beg you, let's embrace them. Naye nga tufenga bakulembeze baffe twetandikirako. Tujja kwongera okubateekateeka n'okubasomesa.
Either wagiwulirako naye nga tomanyi bwegenda kukola, oba ogirengerako naye ng'olowooza bya bulijjo.
Ate tukyabakwatira ddala kubanga nze sigenda kubeera nga ndaba abantu bavuma gavumenti ng'esente gavumenti eziweereza.
Rosemary Seninde says the grievances among party members in Entebbe had escalated to unprecedented levels, hence the need for intervention. The Deputy Secretary General NRM Secretariat, Rose Namayanja, preached unity and condemned the injustices manifested in the previous elections.
We have an ideology. Kemanyi gaffe, Sempachi, Pan-Africanism, patriotism, democracy and socio-economic transformation.
The NRM Secretariat has embarked on sensitizing party members for a continuous support for the party and bringing more members on board. So that Kae Sula Kagugube, UBC News.
To the August House now, where Parliament has paid tribute to the fallen former Minister of Ethics and Integrity, Father Simon Lokodo. The late Lokodo died in Geneva while on official duty after having contracted COVID-19. The plenary session, chaired by Deputy Speaker of Parliament Anita Mong, hailed the contributions of late Father Lokodo through a motion raised by the second Deputy Prime Minister, General Moses Ali. Members of Parliament representing Karamoja sub-region raised their voices to President Yoweri Museveni to again consider their region by appointing a son or daughter of the soil to be on the Uganda Human Rights Commission, a position the late Father Simon Lokodo held before his demise.
Let it remain in Karamoja. We have educated people there who can be in position to take up that position. We are not talking about other big things, but we are very few educated Karamojongs, by the way. Thank you for your protection.
Didn't you see people from Kigezi ring fencing governor? So if Karamoja is ring fencing, what's wrong with it?
Honorable Father Lokodo will always be remembered as a passionate servant of God and a leader who fought for good morals.
What is supporting is some people went on social media celebrating, attacking the dead. What has happened to Ugandans? What has happened to our morals? Why would one go on the social media to attack his days? Of course, what we have read in the papers, but we shall hear and get a communication formally from the medical fraternity, such that we are put to rest with what really took the life of Father Simon Lokodo.
Father Lokodo was spending all his emoluments and the payments and the earnings to help the underprivileged and the orphans, especially in the greater Karamoja. And the people were so saddened. Actually, they made a request to us who represented the government that where shall we put all these children and young people?
However, even when he was a member of parliament, he still continued to uphold the Catholic Church morals and values. And needs to the late.
Brought to you by.
We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
MBs are now bigger MBs only on MTN. When you load a daily bundle of 250 shillings, you no longer get 15 MBs, you get 25 MBs. For 500 shillings, you no longer get 40 MBs, you get 65 MBs. For 1,000 shillings, it's no longer 100 MBs, it's 165 MBs. Dial *150*10# or use the My MTN app to load bigger daily bundles only on MTN.
Our Ugandan story isn't a new one. It's not about where we come from. It's about what can be accomplished when we're working, living, and growing together. It's about speaking the same language, the language of progress. We're Ugandans building Uganda with Ugandans, skilling Ugandans and developing competencies required in the oil and gas sector, partnering with Ugandan businesses to achieve greatness. We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
Enjoy convenience today with Airtel Money School Pay. Dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Select option 2, school pay. Select option 1, pay fees. Enter student number. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Beat the back-to-school hustle today. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Raising voices.
As a teacher, I have the opportunity to shape how children grow and learn. I believe in creating a non-violent school where children feel safe and respected. I promise to lead by example and create a different kind of relationship with my learners, one that helps them grow.
In this time of COVID, what is your promise to the children of Uganda? Because a violence-free childhood is everyone's right. Raising Voices.
Brought to you by...
We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
Welcome back, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. Brigadier General Felix Kulaije has today assumed office as the defense spokesperson following his appointment by the Chief of Defense Forces on the 4th of February 2022. General Kulaije takes over from Deputy Spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Kakurungu, who has been serving in acting capacity since last month. We have more in this story.
Nail and Administration Major General George Igumba, while presiding over the handover ceremony, called upon Brigadier General Felix Kulaije to steer the office towards greater height, given that he is known for his enthusiasm and charisma.
Bringing General Kulaije back is to add flavor, is to add vigor to what has been prevailing.
Major General Igumba thanked Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Kakurungu for having measured up to his duties as acting spokesperson.
He decided to take it up from where you ended a couple of years ago or start afresh. The choice is yours.
The incoming defense spokesperson, Brigadier General Felix Kulaije, in his remarks thanked the appointing authority for the trust and confidence in him for this appointment. He equally thanked Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Kakurungu for steering the office during the period he was serving in acting capacity.
I do promise maximum cooperation, dedication to my work, and always availability to the media world. I believe this is a bridge between the civilians and the Minister of Defense. That bridge, I have come with concrete to strengthen it so that we enjoy that good cooperation we have always enjoyed. I do look forward to maximum team cooperation internally, maximum cooperation with the public, and of course, I expect good guidance from the ministry leadership and UPDF leadership.
The outgoing acting defense spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Kakurungu, thanked the ministry and UPDF leadership for entrusting him to the position of spokesperson, and in the same spirit congratulated Brigadier General Kulaije on his appointment and wished him the best during his tour of duty. The handover was attended by the UPDF Land Forces spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Chris Majezi, the Air Force spokesperson, Major Edward Birungi, public relation officers from service units, and staff from the Office of the Defense Spokesperson. Shaidat Nasaku, UBC News.
23 minutes after 8 in the studios of UBC TV. We'll now be taking a short break. We'll be coming back with what's happening in the world of business. Do stay with us.
Brought to you by...
We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
Start the year off with my Airtel 4G smartphone. You get to enjoy free 1 GB data valid for a month and 100% bonus data every month for 3 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings. This includes free data spread over 3 months worth 86,500 Uganda shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 Uganda shillings only. Visit the nearest Airtel shop and get one today. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Baganda call it Munene Munene. The Banyankole Muhango Muhango. The actually date don't date. The Bagishu Humubafu. It means king size freshness for all. Movit Family Soap is giving you a fresh start for your family. This soap is indeed so big. Tagwerera Muwangazi. It has a great kawawa. Unara, nonara, karenona dala. Available in coconut, aloe vera, lemon, and rose. Find the king size Move It family soap in all Dukas. Next supermarkets close to you. Move It all day confidence.
Enjoy convenience today with Airtel Money School Pay. Dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Select option 2, school pay. Select option 1, pay fees. Enter student number. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Beat the back to school hustle today. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
National Medical Stores is a government agency mandated to buy, store and distribute medicines and medical supplies to government health facilities in Uganda. For Ugandans that we serve, help us serve you better by taking your individual responsibilities seriously. Report theft of government medicines and medical supplies to the nearest police station or to the State House Health Monitoring Unit. Do not pay for any medicines or medical supplies labeled Government of Uganda, not for sale. Do all that is within your means to stop all preventable diseases, including COVID-19. Continue observing the Ministry of Health Standard Operating Procedures, SOPs, including wearing a face mask whenever you are in public spaces. Visit a designated health facility to receive your COVID-19 vaccination and a booster dose for those that are eligible. Prevention is better than cure. National Medical Stores, passionate about your life.
Start your day bright and early with Good Morning Bundles from Airtel. That's right. Enjoy brighter days with 2 GB at 5,000 shillings, valid for 24 hours. Join that morning agent meeting. Close that online business deal. Catch up with loved ones. Do it all with the most affordable data bundles. Dial *175# to buy Good Morning Bundles from 12 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. and enjoy 2 GB, valid for 24 hours from time of purchase. Good Morning Bundles for the best day ahead with Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back from that break. Now let's have a look at business news. Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development projects an annual growth rate of 6% in the 2022-2023 budget estimates, compared to 3.8% during the 2020-2021 financial year. Commissioner Joseph Enyimu told the 12th annual high-level economic policy dialogue in Kampala that key recovery areas include implementation of the Parish development model.
Despite the negative effects of COVID-19 to the Ugandan economy, there is a projected economic growth in the next financial year, 2022 to 2023. Implementation of the Parish Development Module, the oil and gas sector, promoting business sector funding, and capitalization of the Uganda Development Bank are key recovery areas. Commissioner Joseph Enyimu at the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development told the 12th annual high-level economic policy dialogue that such interventions will ease economic development.
In term, increasing the wealth of households and eliminating poverty, particularly using the Parish development model, is key or is the key for socio-economic transformation. In addition, diversifying the economy and Uganda's export basket are key to returning to the planned economic growth trajectory.
Civil society advised that the Parish module should be implemented in a phased manner.
But of course, we're also not going to delve into this Parish development model without proper planning. You must prepare even the population, and I also agree on the model that is proposed. Suma and others, that you may not need to start with the entire country. You may not have that money, but you can start with a geographical area. You could say start with northern Uganda.
But civil society budget advocacy group still decries the poor debt repayment culture and spending on luxurious items.
Is poor at paying back its debts. The domestic areas are increasing, and I think as of 2021, we're around at 3.8 trillion, according to the Auditor General's report. pay back what you have consumed. Don't commit government if you have no money in the budget.
State Minister for Finance Henry Musasizi said that such policy engagement with civil society and the private sector is timely.
Dialogue is timely as government is in the process of finalizing the budget estimates for financial year 2022-2023 under the theme full monetization of the economy through commercial agriculture, industrialization, market access.
Bank of Uganda.
Sports news now, and we look at
the fourth edition of
where the 2022 Uganda Chess Open Tournament is underway at Makinon Suites in Kampala. It is a collection of some of the upcoming players that intend to stamp their authority. John Barnes Sentamu reports.
The Uganda Chess Open has started a cocktail of chess activities that will climax with an International Chess Federation Planning and Development Commission meeting in Kampala.
The classical event. This event has 7 nations with players from South Sudan, players from Scotland, players from Kenya, players from Somalia, and other parts of Africa. And it's part of the events bouquet menu we have during the Uganda Chess Festival as we celebrate the Golden Jubilee of Uganda Chess Federation.
It will have 8 rounds, with its climax expected on Sunday.
This event, we are using this event as a qualifier for the Olympiad in Russia 2022. And we don't expect many surprises. We hope that the Ugandans will defend their turf. This is Uganda Open. We are the biggest, we're the chess powerhouse in the region. We're one of the top guns in the continent. So we expect the Ugandan players to win.
The Open this time hasn't attracted the big names in the men's category because they take part in an International Masters Championship that starts on Friday. John Barnes, Sentamu, reporting.
We've almost come to the end of this program, but before we leave you, let's have a quick reminder of our top stories.
Brought to you by
how to get points. Just use MTN to make calls, send SMS, load airtime, buy bundles, or pay for MTN subscription services.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
The Prime Minister, Robin Nabanja, directs Tororo District Service Commission to recruit parish chiefs. Uganda Coffee Development Authority withdraws membership from the International Coffee Organization. Parliament pays tribute to the late Father Simon Lokodo. And in sports, Uganda Chess Federation President anticipates tightly contested Uganda Open.
Was brought to you by Everywhere you go, MTN.
And that's all we had time for. Thank you so much for having kept us company. Our next and final edition of News Tonight comes your way at 10 p.m. And for now, we'll leave you with the weather forecast with Juliet Alitubera, who is on standby at the Weather Center in Entebbe.
Weather update. I'm Alitubera Juliet from Uganda National Meteorological Authority. We've had sunny intervals in most parts of the country, though the southern sector and areas around Lake Victoria Basin had showers. And from the satellite image taken over Africa, it shows a ridge from the south of our continent bringing in moist winds towards our country. We also have a push from Congo air mass towards our country, contributing to these wet activities, plus a combination of local effects in Uganda. The dryness and the hazy conditions are attributed to the dry winds from Arabian High that are coming into our country and leading to this type of weather. For tomorrow morning, we shall have rains around Lake Victoria Basin. The rest of the country will hold on to sunny intervals, so carry your umbrellas. Later in the afternoon, we expect rains for the northern, eastern and a few areas around Lake Victoria Basin, plus southwestern Uganda. The rest of the country will have sunny intervals. The maximum temperatures will rise to 31 degrees centigrade. Around the northern sector, we shall have 32. For the lake, we shall have 30 degrees, but Kampala specifically at 29 degrees centigrade. That's our capital city. We have 23 for Kabale and Kasese at 31 degrees centigrade. Elsewhere on the globe, we shall have Cape Town and New Delhi having sunny conditions and a temperature of 27 degrees in Cape Town. Washington, sunny intervals. Beijing, cloudy conditions and really very low temperatures, a maximum of just 2 degrees centigrade. London will have showers and a maximum of 11 degrees centigrade. Thank you for keeping us company. I am Alitwela Juliet. Stay tuned. Have a good night.
Brought to you by.
We're here to build because at the end of the day, we're truly Ugandan.
Grace Nachimuli, mama w'abaana bana ng'abeera kawempe embogo alunda enkoko entonotono awakaawe kyokka kugamba zikoze kinene okusitula ennyingiza y'amaka gaabwe. Ono nga y'omu ku baganyuddwa mu kitongole ky'ebyobulimi Kinnats mu nkola ya agriculture support. Kati amagye alonda buli lunaku n'atunda ku maduuka agabaliraanye ne yeefunira ejjamba.
Nadizi yanyamba okumpa enkoko z'amagi n'ennyongera mu bizinesi yange neefuna amaanyi agasobola okunyamba mu buli kimu ng'okuliisa enkoko z'ennyama n'okuweerera abaana naffe ne tulyako. Yazimpa 28,000 naye kati ne zitandika okubiika mu luvannyuma lwa myezi 4 n'ekitundu. Naye kituleeteddemu obuzibuzibu kya mmere. Ebbanga lino mwe tuli kasooli ali ku buseere ebintu tebigulikako. Enkoko sina kizibu kyenze nyumirizaamu okuggyako ekyemmere. Singa bateerako wano kabaka comparative ne tubeera nga tusobola okugenda ne tujjamuko akasente ne katuyamba kusinga tufunye obuzibu bwe butyo. Naye kati tukaluubirira olw'okuba ki olw'okuba emmere y'enkoko. Omukyala ali eyo ffe twenyumiriza mu by'okulunda kubanga nze njija wano amagi gange ne nga supply nga ku maduuka ne bampa ssente nekomawo waka nga ndi bulungi. Naye kati oyinza okubeerawo n'otuula n'olina omusajja akuwe buli kimu tekisoboka. Olina kwenyigira mu kulunda. Nadizi egaba enkoko egaba buli kimu ky'oba oyagadde okukola. Enkoko zange buli lunaku zibiika tule 88. Bwe ngatta wiiki ennamba mwasobola okufuna emitwalo 80 nembeera nga nfunyemu ssente zange.
Eyatandika n'enkoko ezibiika kati agaziyiza bizinensi ng'agaseeko n'okulunda ez'ennyama ziyite broilers. Okulunda enkoko gwe gumu ku mirimu abannats gwe basinga okudduukirira n'okuyamba abantu naddala ababeera mu bibuga. Abalala abaganyuddwa ye Deborah Nakitendo ow'Empererwe mu Kampala ng'ono ye alimira mu kifo ekifunda.
Nadisi bwe yajja twatandika okulunda mu mwaka 2014 oba 2013 awo. Nafuna nze enkoko za Nadisi natandika mu 2014. Gwe weesabira wekka njagala enkoko 15. Nze ku mulundi ogwo nasaba 15 era kyansanyusa nnyo enkoko zange nazirunda bulungi mpozi. Abantu bano abajja ne batugulamu enkoko abo bo batufootola. Tukoze n'ekibiina kyaffe ekyo ekyabalunzi n'abalimi. Ekibiina ekyo twetaaga nakyo era tusaba nakyo bakituteeremu omunanga kajamba kubanga ffe tetulina era nga bwe mutulabya era nga bwe mutulambuza ffe abantu abawansi enfuna yaffe ki ntono. Naye nze mu kulunda kwange bwe namala okutunda enkoko zange natandika okufuna wakasente neneegaziyamu nengulayo ku kabuzi era bannange bakalabye nengula nente gye ziri naye ennyana ziringa 2 n'enkulu ziringa 5 ninawo n'obumyu bwe nawulira nti obumyu buli kamu emitwalo 10 era nange akasooka nakagula obumyu obwo nakagulanga emitwalo 10 akakulu akatono nakagulanga emitwalo 8 ekyo nekinsanyusa nnyo nennyongerezaako n'okulima obutiko bannanga obutiko buli ku katale kyotolabanga nze sente zino za munnyo biki zinsangaawo era bannange bazzeeko naawo ne bagula baguze nze ntandikira ku 10,000 naye 2,200 obudde okuziba naye bwe nalabanga obutiko buno bulimu akatale edda luli twabufumbanga nga tutokosa butokose toko nga tuteekamu pipa naye kati mbalaze nti tuyina twanoonyereza netugamba nti ensigo zino zo bazikola batya lwaki ffe ng'abannadisi tetuvaayo ngaze omuntu omu nga mukyala jjita lwaki sivaayo nange nengenda eri bannange nembagamba nti tukole bwe tuti natandika okunoonyereza era kaakati nze obwange obutiko sikyabutokosa nteeka mu mazzi wali nenzimba nga bwe mulabye bwenkizimbye wali nensitiiminga ekyo kyansanyusa nnyo kubanga kyampa amaanyi sikyakamula butiko era ekyasinga okunsanyusa nesanyu jereere nennondebwa okubeera nga nze mulimi asinze mu kawempe nawulira essanyu bannange nembakubiranga amasimu abaana nembakubiranga amasimu gye mulabe ebirungi byenfunye mu NADS aba KCCA ne bajja wano ne bannambula ne bagamba nti sinsaanidde era mu kunsaanyiza ekintu ekyo ne bampa bayogasi ndowooza mu mulabe enkuba eno yonna etonnye naye mbagamba sijja muteeka na mu ffumbiro kati nze nkaddi nja kweteera mu nnyumba yange era olugira koleeza bukoleeza aŋŋamba munnange oli nga mugamba alina ku maanyi gwe nnina tabula obusa bwaffe ffe tutabula butabuzi busa tetufulumya ssente tutabula butabuzi kaki busa ng'eno omuliro gwepika saatoola nusu yange neegi okumanya nga njagala okwebaza pulezidenti Museveni nze ani afuna bayogasi naye kati mulina nfumbiraawo akabiri tinsaza kengulako kacwi sina kyengula obusasi bugula ate weewuunye bayogasi akozesebwa obusa bwonna obuli ku nsi ente obuli ku nsi mukitegeera ente embuzi obumyu bubonina n'obumyu bonna n'obutuvaamu bayogasi akola ki abukola oyinza okulowooza nti ate kakati nze siina ati kati nakikola ntya bayogasi akolebwa buli kasa konna era bayogasi nze mwenyumiririzamu nze nenyumiririza mu NADS tukozeemu ebintu bingi ebirungi bingi byetufunye mu NADS ate era ne bannange nabo NADS bagyenyumirizaamu ogenda okulaba nti mukyala gita genda mu musomo gundi akati nze nayiga nenteebereza y'obudde bannange ne mbatwala NADS era yempadde n'ebyo byonna njagala okwebaza ennyo pulezidenti Museveni okujja abakyala wansi omukyala bw'ova wansi oba ogyeyo eggwanga lyonna si bwe guli munnange omukyala bwe yajjayo abakyala aba NADS ffenna yatujjayo bakyala bangi obulimiro mubulabye ennyaanya obutungulu sukuma wiiki mumulaba mutunda n'obutiko mbutunda lwaki siiveeyo nengenda nga neeyongerako nze kati nga bwemulabye ku myaka gyange neeyongeddeko emyaka gyange abalala babeerawo naye NADS nziziza bujja NADS nziziza bujja bannange kubanga ndya ku kyennyanja mukiriiraawo temukirabye ebijanjalo mbiri omuzungu bwe yajja wano yeewunya n'okwewunya nti n'omuganda naye asobola okukola ekintu kino nalunda ebyennyanja natera okulundira ne ku ggulu lwaki nadisi yatugyeyo abakyala ebajja ate sinze nzekka gwe mulaba wano naye twagala okwebaza katonda naffe okutujjukira netuwa nadisi naye okusinga ennyo twagala ekibiina kyaffe ekyo ekyabalimi n'abalunzi kyongerwemu amaanyi tusobole naffe okuba nti tuganyuddwa mu bintu bino ennyo ne bannaffe baganyulwe.
Natandika okutambulako ne nadizi nenkyalirako bwe yankyalirako ne basanga nga nsobola okuyambika ne bankwata ku mukono ne bagenda ne bampa enkoko 150. Bwe bampa enkoko 150 nenzirunda era nga nabo bwe bankyalira enkolagana yaffe netandikira wa awo olw'okuba nti nali mukozi mulungi enkoko nenzijjamu nenzizaamu endala bwe najjamu enkoko ezo neŋŋamba kino ekiyumba tekikola ki tekikyansaana nenninyisa ekiyumba nenzimbayo ekyakalina wansi nsobola okuteekayo enkoko 4 ne waggulu ebiki 4 netutandikira awo nenziramu era nennunda kati naakafulumyamu omulundi gumu kati mulimu era endala enkoko bwe tuva ku ekyo nadize era nenjebaza nejja era ne bakomawo ng'era mmwe kubeera ekitundu kyatya nekibuuzeewa awo waliwo ki ne bankyalira nemba nga nawangula omulimi akola ki asinga muno munakawa nenyumirizaamu neŋŋamba nzaani ku kino kyenkoze eki kyentuuseeko bwe twamala ne bampa ebirabo byange ne bampa enva endokwa ne bampa ennyaanya ne bampa ebirimiro ne bampa n'enkoko okuneebaza awo ninayo embizzi ninayo obutiko era nga byonna biva mu mazzi enkoko zange zikyali buleira olw'ensonga nti ensawo ekendeeramu olw'okuba nti emmere eba waggulu ngeri gye mbadde kati ate nzizeemu okuddamu okulunda nga naakazijjawo okwo okukozesa ekiyumba kati zino ez'omwezi ziba zanguwa okufuluma n'ofunako otugoba tutono n'osobola okuzzaamu enkoko yalibadde nnungi mu kacyo kano naye enkoko nnyingi ate bw'ebeera ennyingi kogiriisa eveemu ng'ezitoye aba buleira balinga babalookingira ku nnusu 8 oba 7 kati olina okufuba ennyo okulaba nti oyiseemu wakiri bakuwa 9 naye ng'ako wakuweera 9 ddala ng'enkoko yo ebweru ku bano asobola okuwa ogumu ekitundu oba ogumu 3 kati bwe buzibu obwo obuli kweza enkoko nti bannaffe bano abazitwala bali ku ssente za wansi ate ng'emmere eba nnyingi kubanga ku mmere eyo enkoko 150 okuziriisa osobola oziriisa emmere nga ya mitwalo 4 okuva ku 8 okukkako wansi ku 7 kati buli lw'olunda enkoko nga ntono ofunako kiki ofunako kitono okusinziira ku mmere eno eyabbagi yeeno eriko walibadde ofunako kitono kuba ekinene nnyo oyinza okufunako emitwalo nga 10 kati ng'oggyeko eddagala n'obala amazzi ebitwala tugende obukuta ebyo byonna ebikola ku nkoko okusobola okugijjamu nga nnungi ekyokulima kuno kyenyumirizaamu nsookera ddala ku bulamu bwaffe ne famire yaffe awaka. Bw'oba olimye buli kintu okirya mu bujjuvu bwakyo, ate n'olya ekintu ekyo nga si kifuuyire kiri awo, ate n'olya ekintu ekyo ekirime ekyo ky'olimye nga ddala kiyonjo okusinga kino bye tujja mu katale. Pusi zikozeeko ssusu, nakati bamusuza ku mabaati abeerako ki tomanya kikiyiseeko.